Oh, g'day everyone, it's NQ Explorers again. We're going to have another go at that old house or shop site or whatever it is near home. We're still finding things, so we'll just keep going back until the finds peter out, but anything you find's a bonus. It's just great to be out. Lovely day today. A couple of little showers drifting past, but it should be nice down there. We'll do a few hours and see what we come up with. Be there shortly. Hope you enjoy the video. Well, it's the first good target I've had today. Here's a new pro pointer. She's in action in the field. Well, it's still on the ground there. Get back gentle here and some old ceramics there. Good old white plate. No, it's out of the toe. See what we've got here. Oh, it's a badge. Some kind of badge. It's pretty dirty. I'll clean it up and have a look at it and see what we've got there. It's got a bit of shape to it and some old pins on the back. That's a good relic. Okay. We'll clean it up and we'll have a look at see what it is. Well, I've given that little badge a field clean. It's a little enamelled badge, quite an elaborate coat of arms on it with a crown, and I can't actually make out any writing on it, so when I get home I'll put the magnifier on it and see if there's a maker's name on the back. See where the old pins were there, like a lapel badge of some sort. I've got a couple of mates out with me today, a couple of little plovers. They nest on the ground there and they get really aggressive if you get near their nest, so hopefully they haven't got a nest here or I'm going to be in big trouble. Well, I'm back over in that area of the Halfpenny Trail where I picked up all those halfpennies last week. Maybe this fella dropped more coins than I thought. Could have been a big night at the pub or something. It's giving a good signal. Let's pull him back gently and see what we got. Hello, hello, what's this? It's a lead, oh, what a ripper, it's a lead toy soldier. That is fantastic. That is old. Little lead base. Looks like he's throwing a hand grenade or something. He's throwing a hand off the other side, but I'll give that a clean and have a look. It's a lead cast toy soldier. That would be old. I'll try to identify that when I clean it. Well, that's a good find. Okay. Well, I didn't film the dig. I didn't want to bore you with endless hours of me stripping grass. But oh, there's a penny. There you go. Oh, that's good. It's taken me a while to get a coin this morning, but that's not surprising, the number of coins I've already got out of here. Let's see if I can see what it is. Well, the site keeps just coming up with the goodies. Look at that lovely old 1 penny 1912. Got a 1911 last weekend, so there are old coins here. 1 penny, Commonwealth of Australia. And there's George V on the back. I don't know if you can see that very well. My close-up work's not ideal, but anyway, that's a good start. Well, the Halfpenny Trail looks like it's continuing. I didn't film the stripping there, but inside of the hole there's a halfpenny. Actually, it's fairly thin, but it's George VI, so it's probably not that old. Be a little kangaroo halfpenny. Well, that's good. Still finding coins. That's great. It's 2 for today. Okay. This one's getting a lovely high tone from the top. Oh, I think I found with these pro pointers, they work better when you turn them on. Okay, down there. Good high tone, but could be red or... Yeah, it's pretty, there it is there. Coin on the side, it's already come out. Another penny. Yeah. Okay, we'll clean him, we'll get a date off it now. I've cleaned it up. A little bit corroded, this one. It's an Edward the 7th English penny, 1907. It's good, still in the old coins. All early 20th century sort of stuff. There's a spatter of stuff from the 50s and 60s I found in the last two hunts, but a good number of earlier coins like that one. Okay, let's keep going. Well, I'm almost embarrassed to show you this one. This here, this bit of dry grass, it's one of my previous digs from the other trips, and I got a really good signal to 6 inches away, which looks like it may be a coin. Check your holes, another lesson. That is a great signal. Oh, no way. Look at that. It's a Rising Sun slouch hat badge. The big one. Oh, that is a magic find. Look, it's still got the pin on it. Hang on, I'll just clean it up and I'll show it to you with the dirt off it. Well, there she is. Australian Commonwealth Military Forces. That's a hat, a slouch hat badge. Imagine the stories this thing could tell and where it's been. That has made my day. That's a great find. That it's still got the. It's actually, I've taken the little bit of pin out and it's still got the lugs for the pin that goes through the fur felt cobra. Wow, that's a beautiful find, and it's got a little bit of a bend in it, but that's fine. Well, I'm probably 6 feet further into the allotment from that Rising Sun hat badge, and I can't believe what I've just found. Out of that hole, another one, another lapel badge, and this one is just beautiful. There's not a mark on it. Okay, what I've done here is strip the grass off this next target. High conductivity. I'll try to show you what it looks like on the readout on the GTI. You can see that there. Saying it's a coin, or coin size object, 4 inches. There we go there. Pretty hard signal. We'll dig it now and we'll see what it is. That's sort of what I see with that. You can be a bit careful using the size and digging just on size, because if you get a coin spill, well, they could be all stuck together, and the size indication will indicate it's larger than a coin. You may go, oh well, I won't dig that, it could be a cam, but it could be, I mean, in the end, still up to the operator to make the decision about what you dig and what you don't dig. Some rocks coming up here. Okay, it's still on the ground there. Let's go slow on this one, see if we can come up with something. Okay, well, it's out of the hole. So it was indicating a coin size object. I'll see what's in here. Oh, and there we go, look. It's another, well, that's, look at that. That is a penny, can you believe it? And it's been chopped and trimmed. It's a kangaroo penny. Someone's taken the side off there and there. And what's going on with that? But anyway, there you go. It is a coin. Okay. Okay, well, it's out of the hole. Let's check it with the probe pointer. Oh, look at that. There's no coin. It's another lead soldier. It's an Australian soldier with a slouch hat, standing to attention. Oh, that's a really good find. Boy, we're turning up some army relics here. Well, army toys too. How about that? Oh, look at that. There you can see that. Looks like another halfpenny there. Yeah, pretty sure that's a halfpenny. I'll clean that and get a date now. Well, that's nice. It feels pretty thin, so it might be old. We'll have a quick look at it. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I didn't film this dig. There's the hole in there. There's an old button with an inscription and some writing on it. So that's a nice little relic. That I'm not sure what it says. I'll have to magnify it at home when I clean it. But I'll subtitle the details. But it's a lovely old coat button or a breast pocket button sort of thing. Maybe some sort of official button, but I'll subtitle that when I find out what it is. Okay, I might finish up for the day. That's another few hours I've done here, and looks like I've finished with the coin here. Let me just see it. Well, it looks like it might be a penny sticking outside there. Oh yeah, penny. Oh, that's nice. Another nice old green penny. I love digging those big old pennies. Okay, I'll clean him up and I'll put a date on it, and we'll head home and we'll see what we've found here today. Okay, well, just a quick review of the finds from that site, from that hunt yesterday. The coins, a few pennies there with the old trim penny there, a couple of halfpennies. This little enamel badge, it's a coat of arms. It's quite elaborate, but I haven't been able to identify that. It hasn't got any writing or motto on it, so that'll stay a mystery. Now the military relics. Well, the little fella's here. This little Australian soldier. He's the First World War job. And there's a little Navy fella that goes with him. I found a few of those over the years, but they're a nice little lead casting. And this one here is interesting. He's got his gas mask on and he's throwing a Mills bomb. So he's definitely First World War. And the Rising Suns. Now, I love the military relics, and these are the relics that I got from this site. There's 3 lapel badges and a slouch hat badge, and of course the silver victory medal. It's pretty tarnished. I haven't cleaned that yet. And the button. Now, what was significant about the button? Well, what the button did, I didn't recognise in the field, was it's allowed me to date these finds here because they're all together. Now, the Rising Sun with the Tudor crown was used for both the First and Second World War. I think they changed it slightly in 1946 and then again when Queen Elizabeth came to power, but I thought they were reasonably difficult to distinguish World War I from World War II. But these two here, I didn't find them on this site. That lapel badge I found in that military camp a few weeks ago, and this is a big Rising Sun World War II, which is also found up in that area. I know those to be from World War II. And I've now studied them closely. The Tudor crowns on the Rising Suns are slightly different. The jewels in the crown are differently detailed in the First World War badges than the Second World War badges. And what the significance of the button is that is a First World War Australian Army tunic button. It's actually an Edward VII button. Edward VII's logo on there, his crest, and it says Australian Commonwealth, whereas the Second World War buttons had a map of Australia with Australian Commonwealth military forces. So that little button allowed me, like the previous videos, I've been identifying these things as World War II finds, but they're actually World War I. They're actually ANZAC finds, which is really exciting. I just love the old ANZAC connection. And that one little button pulled it all together for me. That's the First World War button. Now, of course, Edward VII died in 1910, but the Australian Army went to war with Edward VII buttons on their tunics. So that, to me, is, I love the military relics, and I'm really excited about those finds. Yeah, that's great stuff. The site, I'll go back again, but the finds are dropping off, but if I can keep finding military relics like this, I'll keep looking. So thank you very much for watching my video, and thanks to my subscribers, and happy hunting on your next trip.